I don't talk about that a lot, but I'm adopted. My parents adopted me when I was an infant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this.
And honestly, I just cannot even explain to you the amount of love that I got from my mom and dad. Because my mom couldn't have kids, I was just their everything.
So you were only child.
I was the only child.
Wow.
I know you don't talk about it a lot, but I'm very intrigued. What was it like being adopted and going to school?
So they told me when I was really young. Like, I feel like I was like 4 or 5 years old when they set me down because my mom said I didn't ever want to wait till you were older because I didn't want it to make it this big, huge deal. I kind of wanted to tell you when you were super young, so it was just a part of you and you knew. And she always put the spin on it of, we wanted you so bad. Like, it makes me want to cry. I lost my mom during COVID, and it's awful.
Recent.
Yeah, it's too recent. But, like, she always was just like, so many people get pregnant and they're not ready for that. Or, some people don't want to have a baby or do, like, and she would just always say, like, we wanted you so bad and, like, you made our lives. And so I never thought of it in a negative way ever.
You're adopted when you're young. Your parents sit you down at 3 or 4. Do you think that you would have ever known you were adopted?
Probably not.
Okay, right? Like, did they need to actually do that?
Probably not. We kind of, after she told me or whatever, it wasn't ever something that any of us ever brought up. And, like, if I even did bring it up, like, I could tell it hurt. Like, she didn't even want to talk about me having, possibly another mom or dad or whatever. But I lived in such a small town in Kentucky, like, tiny. There's no way I would have ever known. And I looked so much like my mom.
That was going to be my question about seeing yourself in your parents and how that translated into your desire to have kids. And I ask that, or I'm curious about that, because my best friend is adopted, and like she looks like she could have been her mom's baby, but not at all her father. When she got ready to have her first baby, it was such a huge emotional roller coaster for her, but this was the first time she'd ever seen a blood relative. Her child was that, because and so just that thought process, did that impact you in having kids at all?
No, and I don't think I ever really thought about that in that way. Yeah, that's so wild. Yeah, to think about, that's the first time she saw her blood relative.
Yeah, it was, because she met her birth parents after.
Oh, that's so crazy. Yeah, me too. But I kind of looked like both my mom and my dad, my adoptive parents. And people would always, and my mom would beam when somebody would say, you look just like your mom.
Yeah.
And people told Miley all the time, oh my God, you look like your mom and your grandmother. And my mother would just like beam.